Yeah, I brought these three guys up here with me because they all have three interesting stories. These two guys here on the side of me have been with me ever since we got here. So Logan is a fifth-year senior. Josh will be a fifth-year senior. So they've been with me through everything, and they have interesting stories. Josh was technically the first player in UNO soccer history. I had a call from a friend of mine who watched him play in goal and saw a high school match and said, "You should go look at this guy. He's really good." And I said, "Well, how many goals did he allow?" He said, "A lot." But he's still really good. And so I met with Josh and his family, and Josh was a third-string club goalkeeper when I met with him. And he probably was a third-string club goalie when he entered at UNO. And then you fast forward 4 years here. Josh was one of the best goalkeepers in the country last year. I think he allowed 4 goals in 10 games. So it's been a great 4 years for Josh. It feels like a long time ago when we first had that conversation. He was all set to go to Nebraska on an engineering scholarship and be happy there. But I'm glad Josh chose to come to UNO with us. Logan Mendes, again, fifth-year senior, will graduate this December. He is from Grand Island, Nebraska, and I saw Logan play with his high school team. And Logan was committed to another NAIA school and did not have UNO as a choice when he was looking at schools, and saw the opportunity of a Division I program come up and took an opportunity, and I'm glad he did. Logan, coming from not really playing club soccer to Grand Island High School and scoring goals for them, and you fast forward 4 years, and Logan scored goals against Stanford, scored goals against Creighton. So Logan's had a great career here, and he's got one more semester left too. And then I thought Jaime over here is a great story, especially for all these new generation kids we talk about. Oh, everybody's different, and parents are different now, and kids are different now. Well, I think Michael, I have a lot of respect for Michael. Michael's 19? 20 now? Michael's 20 years old now, will be a sophomore. He's from Omaha South High School, and Michael's a father. Michael has a young boy. He's 3 years old. Fantastic kid, and Michael's working. He's going to school. He is a father, and he's doing fantastic. Michael was on the all-conference team last year as a freshman. His dad's pretty happy with him with his skills at work, and he's a great father, and he was a 3.2 GPA student here at UNO this first year. So proud of Michael, especially with, as I said, the new generation kids. Sometimes they get a bad rap, and Michael's done a great job. So kind of start with that, and if you have any questions for myself, I'll be happy to answer, but these three guys are up here for you.
I'd say it's a little different for us just because we started 4 years ago. I mean, like, the girls team could have been in the Division II tournament the last 4 years, who knows. But yeah, that conference title is a lot of confidence for us. I mean, when I think of our conference, I think there'll be tough games, but I think we're good enough as a team that I think everybody on the team thinks we should win the conference. And those are just the expectations we have for ourselves. And then, of course, the NCAA tournament is extra motivation to keep and defend that conference championship over the summer. So
I believe, like, last year was a big year for us, our best season, our best conference season. Like you said, we got the conference title. And so I think going into this year, that's the minimum goal we will have as a team, is that should be number one before trying to get into the tournament. So it's going to be a hard road. I mean, we have a hard non-conference and conference going away and playing some tough teams here. But in the end, I think our ultimate goal as a team is to run away with the conference this year.
That's our priority, is to make it to the tournament and hopefully make a run. Like, the Final Four is in Kansas City, so I think that would be awesome for us to make to the Final Four and have all of our fans travel all the way to Kansas City. They've traveled all the way to our backyard right here, and they've supported us really well the last year when we finally had a home stadium. But no, the 10 wins is a good stepping stone, but I think now that we've reached that, we want to go even higher than that.
It should be a mandatory that we achieve 10 wins each season. And with that, coach has set up a perfect schedule for us to obtain that and have it still challenging, where if we can get through conference and get going and have everything swing together and win the tournament, I think Coach has set up a perfect schedule where we align ourselves to do really well in the tournament by the non-conference and conference teams we play this season.
Well, I think my expectations are the same as them. Try to get a conference champion with them because I know they deserve it a lot. Both of them have been really good teammates. One of them helped me out a lot when I was a freshman. He took me to all my classes, did not know where I was going, and he took the whole first week. He took me wherever I needed to go and helped me out a lot. So we got to do good this year. Hopefully go to the NCAA tournament and do successful over there. And for the upcoming years, with the new people that are coming in and the people that are staying with us, to just achieve and hopefully get an NCAA tournament win with us.
I mean, I believe in these guys. We're going to try, regardless if it is or isn't, we're going to try with it. That's our focus, not only our soccer team's focus, the mission of our athletic program, our school. We want to we're Omaha's team. And I think it is important to us to have that tie and continue that tie. And we'll, recruiting-wise, obviously, we're starting to attract some high-level recruits, national team-level players, regional team-level players with the facilities that we have out here now and the success that you guys have mentioned last year. We're on the map now in Division I college soccer, but that's not going to change our philosophy of who we are. And I want to build this team around Omaha kids, Nebraska kids. It means something different to them than maybe a kid from outside of the state. And I think that'll be even more so as we go on, because there's not a lot of tradition right now for us as a soccer team here. But 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we have kids that have grown up. Like you mentioned, Michael's first year, we'll have kids that have gone to camp. We'll have kids that have gone to school, parents that have gone to school here. I think people dreaming of, I want to play for UNO soccer. We're still very short right now in tradition. So as we go on, I think it'll become bigger. But yeah, we want to have Omaha kids and Nebraska kids. Are they good enough? I think time will tell. But I think half our team has ties right now from there, and it's great other kids to come in and see the culture of it. And I think it helps. It's a two-way street. It's good for Nebraska, and it's good for the kids that come from outside of Nebraska as well.
I thought Costa Rica was awesome. I mean, you only get to do it every 4 years, and me and Logan were lucky enough to get a red shirt in our career, and we were able to go on the trip with the team. I think it's really important just because it was, again, extra motivation to stay fit over the summer, and then we also got an extra 2 weeks of preparation for this fall against really good professional teams in Costa Rica that other teams in our conference and other teams in the country didn't get. So while they were at home working out by themselves, we were here as a team. Everybody was here practicing together. So I think that's a really big advantage for us this fall.
And we got to come together for a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks. And I think the biggest thing for me not only was playing professional clubs, I mean at the highest level in Costa Rica, but at the same time it brought us even that much closer as a team. I mean, we were already close as a team before the trip, but going to a different country, you really have to depend on your teammates because, I mean, half our team speaks Spanish and half our team doesn't. So a lot of the guys that couldn't speak Spanish got closer and even got a better bond with guys that could speak Spanish. So we had that little kind of period where almost everybody was always in constant communication because we had to rely on each other that much more. And I think relying on each other that much more brought us even tighter together.
I think that's our expectations. We lost a lot of good players from last year's team, but as Logan mentioned before, our expectations now are the season that we had last year. We've set the bar now. I don't believe in rebuilding. I think as a coach, things happen. You're going to lose players every year that don't graduate because of something. You're going to lose key seniors every year. As a coaching staff, you have to be prepared for that. And we did lose some key players, but we have to keep the bar up. Our goal is to win the conference title every single year. Our goal is to go to the NCAA tournament every year. It'll be special for, I think, everybody, for the administration that helped us with creating this program. I know it took a lot to create this program. And I know the university and athletic department went through some hard times in the beginning, so I think it'll be very rewarding if we can win a conference tournament and make it to the NCAA tournament and hopefully get a NCAA tournament win. I think it'd be wonderful for a lot of people involved.